Jeff, you can maybe just make an opening statement about the game, and then we'll take it to questions, please.
Yeah. I kind of told you guys who were there, I guess it was Thursday, what my expectations of this game were. I wanted these kids to get out in the stadium, play in front of their families for the first time in really over a year and a half since we've been here together. I wanted to go back and forth a little bit, have some fun, have guys play hard, and I think they did. Started off a little bit slow on offense, and then you saw what Phil and Zay were able to do, connect. I thought the defensive line played really well. I clearly could have called more sacks, but didn't because, I wanted to keep the game going and let the guys play. We had some interceptions, looked great. Thought we played well against the run. I thought it went back and forth. Everybody got in, which was cool to see, and that was really my objective. Excited for these kids to now be around their families after a game. I think that's really cool, and they deserve it. I'm happy everybody stayed healthy. And, I'm looking forward. We still got 2 practices left, which is kind of strange, but we'll work on some situational stuff, try to continue to get better. And then we'll wrap spring up. So I appreciate you guys all being here. And any questions you have, I'll answer.
We'll start things off with Rich.
Hey, Coach, who's Denzel Blackwell?
Denzel Blackwell is a corner nickel. He's a freshman. He was here last year.
I lost your audio.
Yeah, somehow J-Bomb muted me. He must have not wanted me to answer that question.
You had three great pass breakups.
Yeah.
2 on Phil Jakovic.
You know what, Rich? It doesn't surprise me because that's what he's done in practice. He might be one of the most improved guys from the time he got here last year till now. Coach Azar and Coach Turner have done an awesome job with him, but it's what he's done all spring, and he's going to make a run for it in training camp. All he does is work hard, shows up, and competes, and he's finished just like that. And I think that's so awesome that you brought that up, Rich, because there's probably not many people that noticed him, and he deserves credit. So thank you.
We'll go next to Emma.
Sort of going off of that, Coach, so a game like this gives you the opportunity to get looks at a bunch of different guys, a bunch of newer guys, some of the freshmen who are early enrollees. What did you see from them today, just the younger guys in general?
Well, kind of like what we saw in practice. I mean, Donovan's got pass rush ability. He's fast. He's athletic. He can bend. He came off the edge in practice all spring so far. He continued to do that today. I saw Bryce Steele run around, make a few plays today. He looks fast, strong. Xavier Coleman didn't really get too many touches. He had one. He slipped, or I think he could have been out the gate. But all we've seen from him all spring is a lot of big plays and great runs. C.J. Burton had the interception today that I unfortunately called the sack too early. Rich, I might have blown the whistle too early on that one, or if CJ would have had an interception. Sean Asbury out there. Emmett comes in playing quarterback for the first time. I mean, there's just, and I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but it's got to be some jitters for those guys too, right? Even though this really isn't a game, it's their first time in the stadium with people there. It's on TV. So it's just such a great opportunity for them to play in this environment in a situation like this. So Emma, it's huge, and I'm proud of those guys.
We'll go next to Kevin.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good, Kev. What's up?
Good. So in particular, running back and tight end are going to be huge questions for you guys this year. Peter Sturr, I think if I said the name right, and Charlie Gordmeyer both kind of stood out today. I'm just curious what you thought about what they did.
Yeah, Pete's a good player. I mean, he's been very involved with our special teams, and he's a guy that shows up in practice. He was injured quite a bit this spring, came back, does a good job. He's one of the harder working guys on the team. Smart, reliable, tough. Charlie Gordnier, very athletic. You kind of saw that show up a little bit today. He's a guy that we're counting on to have a really finished spring and then have a really good training camp and help us out. But, I thought the backs in general, we got them all in. And I think we played everybody today, which was really important to me. They deserved it. And, again, I'm excited to see that running back and tight end group compete as we get in the training camp. And we'll see what it looks like when we come out. The nice thing is, Kev, we got a lot of football left to play before we kick off.
We'll go next to Andy.
Hey, Jeff, that Lewis Bond catch in the end zone there, did you think that was a touchdown? And what have you seen from him in his progression so far?
I thought that catch was ridiculous, didn't you? I mean, I don't know if he was in or not because, truthfully, I had a terrible view. But when I looked up at the screen, I saw – you guys probably had a better view. I mean, that was an awesome catch, right? Like, big-time catch. Lewis, again, high school senior, has been really reliable. He just finds a way to get open. and he really has great hands and catches the ball. It seems like the quarterbacks really like throwing to him. He's strong too. He's got big legs, strong legs, which makes it hard to defend sometimes, especially in the slot. But just really excited about him, and more importantly, that just the way he handles himself. He's doing great in school. He's been great for our culture. I don't know. What do you think, Andy? Did he score?
I think he got that left foot down, but that's just me.
We should have thrown the red flag or something and reviewed it. We'll look at it and see. But awesome catch.
We'll go next to Rich.
Hey, did I see Zion Johnson at center? And did Coach Applebaum put the offensive linemen at different positions than they were last year?
We definitely moved guys around. I honestly don't know if Zion took snaps today. It wouldn't surprise me if he did. But we are trying to move guys around for a couple of reasons, to see what the best fit is, and then also to help some of those guys develop and give us some more versatility. But I'd have to go back and look, Rich. I was trying to organize everything and make sure everything was running smoothly. So if you saw him at center, I believe he was there because he has taken some snaps this spring there.
And just
look, Dan's here with the baby. Dan's here with the baby, Rich.
Oh, sorry.
Made it, Coach.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. It's a very tired. I wore my Sunday best for this.
Hey, we appreciate you coming on, man. That's dedication. But Rich, we can't cut him off, so we got to give him his final question. We got you, Rich. Go ahead.
Just comment on Dennis's run. Did he just see some open field, or was he given the green light on those situations to take off running?
I mean, I think, the one was definitely a design quarterback run. We called a couple of those today, which we've been working on. The others, I just think, Dennis saw an open lane, kept his eyes down the field, and just decided to run. I'd have to really watch the film to see more. I thought Dennis had really good command, like he always does. He just looks so confident. I'm right behind him, just listening to him, hearing him. I mean, just a great leader, great presence. I thought you guys saw it. He led some really good drives today. He did a nice job.
We're going to take 3 more with Jeff, first with Emma.
Dennis talked a little bit the other day about how you guys are working on getting running backs back in the pass catching game a little bit more. What did you see from that today, and how do you keep developing that?
I lost you a little bit, Emma. I think it was about getting the running backs involved in the pass game. I mean, it's something we did. No, it's all good. It's something we did. We tried to do it last year, and we'll continue to do it. We believe the backs that we have right now are versatile enough to line them up, bring them back in, throw them the ball to the backfield, throw them the ball spread out. That's going to be an important part. And the other thing I'm going to say today too, guys, is, and you guys know this, I mean, we ran like 4 different plays on offense, and we ran 2 coverages on defense. We didn't blitz. We didn't show anything. We ran the same routes over and over again, and you guys understand why. I mean, that was about as simple as a game plan as it gets. And sometimes that gets into the favor of the defense because they know what's coming. It wasn't very tricky. We didn't game plan. We didn't scheme up. But I hope that answers your question.
We'll go next to Kevin.
Coach, last year, special teams was huge for you guys at certain points during the year. A couple missed kicks today, but Connor Lighton, freshman, had some big kicks today. Just curious your thoughts on special teams in general and how important they'll be for you guys this year.
Well, I thought special teams last year, I thought they did a really nice job. Thought Coach Turin did an awesome job, and we were one of the better special team units in the ACC. It's funny today because I knew it was Connor's turn, so I wanted him to get a couple live kicks in the stadium with people just to see how he reacted. And it was awesome, Kev, that he made both kicks for his confidence and to just get the experience. So I'm glad that unfolded the way it did. He's going to have a big career here. He's got a really strong leg, and he's been working really hard.
And we'll wrap things up with Jeff, with Andy.
You mentioned the defensive line play today. What specifically stood out to you? I know there was that one sequence. I think it was on the 4th drive of Drakovic's team that I think Boozy had to stop, and then they had pressure up middle on a 3rd and 10. What specifically did you see from the defensive line today?
I think they play at a really high level. I think the energy and the speed they play with is Coach Vinny has done an awesome job. The pass rush today, I thought the pocket collapsed a lot of times. We probably would have had a lot of sacks in the run. It looked like we did a really nice job, but I think our D-line might be one of the most improved units, and it has to be if we're going to play good defense next year.
Jeff, thank you very much for all the time today. We appreciate it.
All right, guys.
So-
Thanks for coming on. Have a great weekend. Good to see you, Dan.